guys, and welcome to the Mendoza Family Blog. I will be speaking today about financials. I'm going to give you the top 3 things that you should do to manage your money and increase your income. It is super important that you know where you're spending your money and where your money's going, because if you don't know where your money's going, then you have a problem and you might be overspending, and you don't want that to happen, because then you come to the end of the week or you come to the month and you try to look at your budget on what you spend. Is by either downloading an app or looking into your current bank app. Many banks offer that right now, and you can track those expenses in a kind of like a chart they give you. It's like a pie chart, and in that chart it kind of breaks it down to groceries, gas. So like that, you can break it down into what you're actually spending and what you're spending your money in. So use the app, okay? If your bank doesn't have the app or doesn't have a expense management app, then I would suggest downloading anything in the App Store. Step number 2 would be to save as much as you can. And to add to that, you can also get an APY account, annual percentage yield account, which is a savings account that lets you collect a percentage per month that they pay you for just having your money in their savings accounts. This is super important because you actually get paid for basically giving your money to the bank. Not like most banks that they only pay you 0.005 or maybe even more zeros into that. There is some banks that pay higher than 1% or higher than just a 0%. So I suggest you to really look into that to grow your money and save it as much as you can. Save, because you never know when you will run into a situation where you will need money and you don't have it there available, and you will have to either get a loan or anything like that. Step number 3 is super simple. It is called debt consolidation. When you consolidate your debt, say for example you have credit cards currently with high balances, or any kind of loan out there that you have it scattered around, maybe 3,000 here, 1,000 there in balances, and you're kind of paying here and there and minimum payment over there. So my suggestion and my advice is to consolidate that debt. How you do that is you reach out to your local bank or any kind of bank that lends out consolidation loans, and then you can ask them for the amount that you owe in all these scattered credit cards or debts that you have out, because you can always miss a payment too, and that will really affect your credit and it will really mess up your history. When you consolidate everything, it lets you kind of have it all in one, and then you'll have a monthly payment till you pay off that whole debt. Of course, please be really careful not to overspend when you're doing that, because then it will not make sense. So make sure that you hide those credit cards, or you put them somewhere that you won't touch them or put any more funds on them or balances on them, because then it wouldn't really make sense to consolidate it when you're already scattering again. So just be really careful with that. But at the same time, this is super exciting because you get to consolidate everything and pay it off. And then you get out of debt, because debt is sometimes can get very frustrating and stressing, and it can become something where it's always like a backpack. It's not a very exciting thing to have. So just be super careful with that and make sure you consolidate your debt. So go now or online, because we have technology, and look into that. I hope this video was helpful and it gave you some kind of sense of what steps to take to be able to manage your money in some way, and not to be everywhere kind of trying to figure it out. So I hope this really helped, and I will see you guys in the next videos.